Ishma. So we are being saying we are going to see the drugs before prescribing and during the use of prescribing and after dispensing it. Like your DUR, we said before, during, and after prescription and usage of medication, right? So like that only your DUR has been classified into three things: prospective, concurrent, and retrospective. So we have already seen what is the term prospective, or what is the term retrospective, and what is the term concurrent. We already seen in the previous topic. So today, let us just see what are those, what do you mean by the prospective review, what is the concurrent review, and what is retrospective, what is the classification of this DUR, right students? Yeah. So first one is prospective. What is prospective? So prospective evaluation will happen before the medication is being dispensed. Before the medication being dispensed means here the doctor is has prescribed the medication. Now the pharmacist has to dispense it, right? It is a condition between the medication is prescribed and not yet dispensed, right? That is, at that period of time we are going to do the drug utilization review. You got it? Because once doctor write a prescription, the prescription has to go to the pharmacist, then pharmacist has to dispense it to the patient, right? So here what's happening, the doctor has prescribed, now the prescription is with pharmacist, so you will do the work at that time. That is called as prospective DUR, right? And next one is concurrent. Concurrent means it's an ongoing monitoring, in the sense, the here what's happening, the doctor has given the prescription, okay, the pharmacist has dispensed the medicine, okay, at the time of using the medicine, during the course of medicine means, if the doctor has given the medicine for 10 days, okay, the pharmacist has dispensed it, and when he started using the medicine from day 1 to day 10, in between you are doing certain reviews or interventions, that is called as a concurrent review. It's called as concurrent review, okay. And next one is retrospective. Retro, right? The term itself indicates, even if you see movies, they will be saying retro style, retro designs, and all means backdated. So here what's happened, the pharmacist has given the medicine, the patient has used the medicine. After using the medicine, we are doing the reviews, right? See, the retrospective review is review of drug therapy after patient has received the medicine, after patient has received the medicine, like before dispensing, prospective, and at the time of usage of the medication, and during course of medication use, concurrent. And next one is your retrospective, means here the patient got the medication, he has used the medication already, so at that time we are going to check the prescribing pattern. So at all these three things, at all these three different phases of DUR, or we can say different types of DUR, so we are going to see the same thing, like how the drugs or how the prescription is being written, or how the prescription is being made, right? So this kind of thing we'll be seeing at three different phases, or three different types, right? First among those things is your prospective DUR, right? So what is a prospective DUR, right? So what will happen in prospective DUR is, your prospective DUR involves evaluating a patient's planned drug therapy, means the doctor has planned certain medicine to the patient, okay, before medication is being dispensed. It's just like your drug audit map. It is just like an auditing of prescription, like the prescription is there with the pharmacist. The pharmacist will audit the prescription, then he will dispense it. At that point, we'll be doing a prospective drug utilization review, right? So why or how it is helpful in improving drug therapy means, this allows pharmacists, your prospective DUR allows pharmacists to identify and resolve the problems, in a prescription, like any duplications of therapies, or any allergic reactions, or any drug-drug interactions, or drug abuse. Those kind of things can be identified in this prospective type of DUR, right? The next one, yeah, this is what we have seen. So this actually, this prescription audit is one of the routinely performed activity of the clinical pharmacist, as we already know it, okay. In their daily practice, they'll be seeing the medication charts, and they'll be seeing the prescription reports, and then they'll analyze the medication dosages, how the dosage has been given, what are the directions to be given, like they're told to take the medication before food, after food, and all those things. And apart from that, they'll be checking for drug interactions and drug duplication of therapies. Everything will be cross-checked in prospective type of drug utilization review. These are all the things, like I said, issues commonly addressed by your prospective drug utilization review. Okay. So what are the issues generally this prospective drug utilization review can be gathered or can be taken care is clinical abuse or misuse. So let me give an example in here. So in clinical abuse or misuse, so supposing if patient is prescribed morphine, okay, for 60 days, right? So if you give that 60 days a medicine at a time, so what happened? There might be a chance if patient symptom is not reduced, he might take the tablet 2 or 3 tablets, right? So that should not be happen. So what hospitals will do generally, like according to my experience, like when I was practicing a pharmacy or in my internship, so what they will do, they'll dispense for only for 15 days or 30 days. They'll dispense for 15 days or 30 days. And after they'll be saying, come back after 30 days or come back after 15 days. So that's how can you prevent the drug abuse or drug misuse? That is one type of method. Okay. Next one is your drug disease contraindications, right? So your drug disease contraindication, your better example is we have been seeing your ciprofloxacin, right? Your ciprofloxacin with if patient is having anything related to kidney, if patient is having a kidney problem or there is a less amount of renal excretion or serum creatinine levels, a person with renal problem or renal clearance problem, we cannot give ciprofloxacin because these fluoroquinolones are being identified as a nephrotoxic. We already seen in this thing in a previous class. So that's why we should not give, because here what's happening, drug disease indication, sorry, drug disease interaction. Not only this, if patient is having a liver problem and if you are giving more than 2 grams of paracetamol per day, that is also a problem to the patient, because your paracetamol is toxic to the liver, right? Liver toxicity will be happen if you take more than 2 grams of paracetamol if patient is having a liver problem. So these kind of things should be taken care in case of your prospective DUR. Next one is drug dose modification. So what is your drug dose modification here? Means what I want to convey here. So whenever you see the dosing, take example of your aspirins, right? So your aspirin has 3 different activities, right? You have antiplatelet, you have pyretic, you have this thing, right? So each activity will be having 3 different dosages. All the drugs, all the effects are not being shown at only one dose, right? The 3 different doses of aspirin is having 3 different activities, right? That's this one. And next one, your drug-drug interactions. So this is one of the major problem. So it's not that easy to remember these drug-drug interactions. Generally, when we see if you have aspirin or warfarin, okay, so there might be a more chances, somewhat a bit higher chance of getting your drug-drug interactions. So that one also should be checked, or that one also should be taken care. Okay, so that's what for today's class.